Mexicans will go to the polls July 1st to select their next president. After 12 years of rule by the right-wing National Action Party, known as the PAN, public opinion appears to favor the Institutional Revolutionary Party, known as the PRI. The surging popularity of the PRI is a signal that despite deep political divisions, the majority of Mexicans appear prepared to reject the policies of the last 12 years. The result may be a PRI-controlled government with free rein to address major policy questions over the next few years. Mexico's state governor, Enrique Peña Nieto, continues to lead polls in Mexico. His party, the PRI, ruled Mexico from 1929 to 2000, when the PAN was for the first time able to overturn PRI control. A PRI win this year would represent only the second transfer of political power in 83 years. The influence of PAN in Mexico's leftist third party, the Revolutionary Democratic Party, or PRD, grew to prominence during the instability of the 1990s. The failure of the Mexican government to adequately respond to the devastating 1989 Mexico City earthquake fostered the creation of civic groups and gave weight to political organizations opposing the elite power structure. It was in this environment that Vincente Fox was able to beat PRI candidate Francisco Labastida. Mexico's next election in 2006 was even more dramatic. The race between PAN's Felipe Calderón and leftist PRD's Andrés Manuel López Obrador was almost too close to call. When the Government Election Authority declared Calderón the winner, López Obrador declared himself the rightful president and led years of protests nationwide. López Obrador is running again this year, and polls show him vying for second place with PAN candidate Josefina Vázquez Mota. In many ways, López Obrador is the anti-establishment candidate. The PRD has never had a president, and for Mexicans like the I Am 132 protest movement, he represents the logical alternative to Peña Nieto, whose PRI party has for many become a symbol of corruption. On some levels, we could say that nothing has really changed with Fox's win in 2000. Mexico, after all, still has a sizable economic, business, and media elite that controls the resources and much of the debate within Mexico, despite the rise of social media. As a political and institutional question, however, the magnitude of this shift is difficult to overstate. The rise of truly democratic elections in Mexico has increased competition of ideas and fostered a fiercely competitive electoral system. It has also paralyzed debate on critical policy questions. Opposing parties have primarily competed in the Mexican legislature by blocking each other's moves for the last 3 years as presidential elections loomed. As a result, although Calderón was able to make changes to important energy and tax policies in the beginning of his term, Mexican policy debates have been largely frozen ever since. If public opinion continues to favor Peña Nieto and the PRI, there is a good chance that the PRI will have control over the legislature as well as the presidency. Should this come to pass, politics in Mexico will be significantly more dynamic in coming years. In addition to policy questions associated with Mexico's drug war, at the top of the incoming government's list will be labor and energy reform.